back to On the Radar. Now, I got a special. I haven't done a group in a while, and I got the boys 14 Trapdoors from Buffalo, New York with me here. What's up, y'all?
What up, world?
What up? How y'all doing?
Yo, I got to kind of say I love this little movement. Not a little movement. It's a big movement now that Buffalo, New York is having with you guys, Benny, all these other really dope artists coming out of Buffalo. So I was wondering, like, if y'all could, like, you know, share with the people a little bit about, you know, all the new music coming out of Buffalo and what you guys have been doing and linking up with other people from the city.
Yeah. Well, for Buffalo, it's been a long time coming, man. Like, we've had like a dope scene here for a long time, like even 20 years ago, but it's just been in Buffalo. Like, you'd never made it outside Buffalo a lot, and if it did, it was mostly just New York. But ever since Westside and Griselda and all them, like, that's the first like real major rapper we've had out of Buffalo. Like, so like, we all in Buffalo watched it from the very beginning when, like, he was like just as normal as us in Buffalo to the rise he's had now. It's been like awesome. And so we got like a scene. Everybody been like recording music here and doing shows and stuff. We're all like pretty seasoned artists and musicians and shit. So now that some light's getting shined on it, like, I don't think it's gonna be hard for people to find talent in Buffalo if they just look a little bit. For sure.
Definitely.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I think you guys definitely like stand out from everything going on in Buffalo because you guys have like such a unique sound. You know, I was listening to Brain Aquarium earlier and I was listening to some of your new stuff that you got coming out. And I love how, like, from each record, like each going from record to record, everything's like kind of like a different vibe, a different sound. And you guys, I know you guys get like a lot of your influences from hip hop and from rock music. And I feel like it really shows. So talk to me about a little bit about like your style and like how you guys mesh these like different genres together on your projects.
Us like starting out as MCs and like developing our craft, like we were like really into like boom bappy sound, like really just heavy influence with that. But then like as time grew, we figured why not adapt like this newer kind of sound into that and like integrate like all these other aspects that like we rap about and like contain like in our beats and shit in our music, because we're all like really other, like all of our solo sound like is way different than each other. So all of us combined, we bring in these different elements that like not necessarily we would solo do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we were all like established solo artists in the scene before the group, and like just from meeting each other in the scene and like doing a couple features or hanging out with each other, we just clicked. And then like it got to a point where it's like, you know, we're always together, we're always making music, let's just be a group. And then we just started a group.
Yeah.
And you guys have like, you guys created your own style and it's called New Trap Boom Bap.
Yeah.
I kind of love that.
Oh yeah, bro. We like love it too.
It's like a love-hate thing.
No, we like the style. No, we like the style. We came up with that boom bap like 3 years ago. That's dope ass fucking day. But as time went on, we kind of like shit. But no, I think it's a dope. And like our style is that, if you were gonna like put that name on it.
It makes like sense.
Yeah.
In a way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like,
it's really kind of pretty much.
But also like it's not really like we pigeonhole ourselves into those two. You know, hip, boom bap and trap. It's like we really now that we try, we just, because we're all combined and we have different styles, this whole different type of thing comes out of it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's 14 Trapdoors. I really do.
Yeah.
And so I know the name 14 Trapdoors, and I want to get into like your artist names too, because I thought they're so unique and so interesting, and the group's name is so interesting too. And I know the group's name has something to do with Buffalo. So I want to like because I want the people to get a picture of you guys. So obviously we got BendyFace, we got Short Moscato, and we got Wizza, and then we got 14 Trapdoors Collective. So how did all these names come about?
Well, the 14 Trapdoors, our area code is 716, and if you add 7 + 1 + 6, that's 14. And like being in Buffalo, like everybody in the scene and Buffalo just in general reps Buffalo super hard. And like living in Buffalo, you see 716, like I'm sure is in every city's area code in that city, like everywhere. So we added up the numbers to 14, and then Trapdoors is we got it because Buffalo's a real like do it yourself, especially in the scene and artists and music and shit like that. Like we don't have big studios or like shit like that, and people are like trapping their art out their house, whether it's music, visual shit, clothing, like everything. So like if you're going to work with other artists and stuff, you're walking through all these different house doors into people's lives and shit like that. So we got the 716 and 14 trap doors for all the different art traps and artist traps you'd be walking through living in Buffalo and doing music and shit.
It's just it's creatives living their own lives very independently. Yeah. Like very much independently. Yeah.
So how did you each get your names? Like how did your names come about?
So I'm Short Moscato, and Short became my nickname when I was a kid because I was a hooper my whole life, and when I was about 11 or so, I was really undersized for my age. Like I remember I went to the doctor. Doctor's like, "Yo, like I heard him like whisper to my mom, but I could still hear it. Like he's under height for it." And like it didn't hit me until then that I was short, and then I went and I was like hooping with like I was like 4'9". I'm hooping with dudes that are like 6'2", and I was nice, but they were like, I'll pick you, I'll take Shorty, and like that was me, and my mom kind of started calling me Shorty, and it became a term of endearment. So that like my first name is Shorty, my actual nickname is Shorty. Short like evolved to what it is, but then my last name is actually Moscato, my actual last name.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't see that plot twist coming.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Dope. What about y'all?
I'm Wizza, WZA. I got that from RZA because the first time.
I know that one was self-explanatory, but I wanted to let you get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hip hop like CD I had, like I started listening to hip hop when I was in like 6th grade, and back when I started listening to it, you couldn't buy CDs with parental advisories on them unless you were 18 at the record store. And this was like I'm older, so this was before like the internet was like the fucking internet too, with like downloading and shit. So like if you wanted a rap CD, you had an older brother or somebody who would buy one for you and shit, or have parents who don't give a shit. But the first one, Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, and I loved it at first because they swore so much. And I was like, I like finally had a swear CD, so I was like, yo, this is awesome. But then like I just fucking fell in love with them. Me and my brother would like memorize the whole album, have go back and forth to see who could do the whole album, make the least amount of mistakes with people's verses on the album and shit. And like so RZA just like is where I got my whole foundation of like what I thought was cool originally. I've had many more like influences since then and shit, but like originally why I thought hip hop was cool was RZA.
And now it's because it's cool because of RZA. Yeah.
Of course, now it's cool because it's RZA.
Yeah.
I'm BendyFace, and I'm we like to partake in degenerative activities, so like it's kind of just and like I'm real fucked up.
Bent.
I didn't get that from the record. The acid didn't work. I think I got the assumption there.
All for a purpose.
You already know.
It's also like being adaptable with our music style. So like I can form to different like styles and form to different like styles of beats and shit like that. So like just being fluid and all bendy and shit. So BendyFace as well.
Dope. Okay, cool. I just wanted to get the names out the way because I was like, this is such like the group and like the names were just so unique. I needed to know the story behind them. So since we've been locked in the crib, and I appreciate y'all meeting up to do this interview, I really do. What have y'all been doing during quarantine? Obviously, we got the new music out right now. You guys dropped Brain Aquarium earlier this year. What else have y'all been working on? Like, how's it been this whole time for y'all?
It's been like definitely not too bad. It's definitely, I'm sure as everybody through quarantine and all this, it's had ups and downs. But I mean, it started off doing the last final touches on the Camouflage Monk project, Eileen, that's about to come out. And then we just dropped a project that's on Bandcamp right now called Croquet. It's a 8-song project. We're donating all the proceeds to it to Open Buffalo, which is an organization in New York or in Buffalo to just bring like equality throughout the whole city to everybody in all aspects.
Racial injustice, economical injustices, and bring it to the forefront. And they, you know, they'll sponsor people that are put in jail during protests, things like that. So, a great organization, and we've literally just decided that climate we're in right now, there's nothing that doesn't help.
Yeah, and it, honestly, it's like our best project.
On the low, it's just tough. It's like old joints and new joints mashed together, and they fit perfect.
Yeah, and like it's for $5. If you double it and do 10, we'll send you a sticker and a pen, a brand aquarium pen, like the pen on your ship. So
he's saying pin, but he's from this weird town.
Pins.
Wait. He's saying like pin on your shit, but he says pen because he's from a weird town right outside Buffalo that says pen instead of pin.
Pin. Oh, pin. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't get that. So it's like it's a pin, not a pen. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because I knew that was gonna be like he's up for Trapdoors pen is not that raw, honestly.
No, I mean like, hey, bro, like if for a fan, it's like, you know, a pen, a sticker, it doesn't matter to them. They're just like they just like having the merch, but a pin is like that's dope.
Yeah, right.
And then also 3 hats left of our merch. And, like do a drawing of the people who do more than 10. But like you get great music and you get some dope shit and you get to donate to a fucking cause that's, you know, doing good things right now. So it's a cool thing.
It felt like it was the right time or the right situation to do that. Especially it was right when we dropped the Benny joint. So it was like if we can get people looking at us at the moment, you know, when I Did It All came out and Benny and Rick Hyde and produced by Camouflage Monk, and we also get this charitable thing at the same time getting the looks. That was perfect for us.
Definitely.
We don't want to just drop some shit out of nowhere and have people be like, another fucking charity thing. It's like, yo, we're putting this out. We're like, look at this too. Yeah.
That's dope. And Buffalo was like making headlines 2 months ago because there was like, you know, the guy who got pushed down, and there was like a bunch of other things going on in that city.
That was something for us. I'll tell you, not one person in this city was okay with that shit. And I mean, like, even, you know, it was horrifying.
No, yeah, like every city in the country right now, we've been having our protests and our ups and downs with everything and shit like that. So it's just nice to be able to, you know, help with this little fundraiser we're doing for organization and shit. But besides like music and quarantine, I think like one thing we all been trying to do is just like not get too fucked up all the time, because sitting at home doing and like you're getting these unemployment checks that are like more money than you ever made in your life. So it's like all day. You're giving me more money than I know what to do with it. I'm already been trying not to get fucked up all the time. So it's like
you can trust us that no matter what, we definitely started from the bottom. Like that is.
We're still shit. We're still there, down at the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
We just crawled up.
But if we started there, then that's
we just got some fingers out the dirt right
now. Honestly, first of all, that's hilarious. Second of all, I definitely think that y'all are making like a ton of noise with that project and with this Benny song and what you guys got coming up now. So this is already 2 projects in 2020, and you guys are working on a third one now. 2 projects 2020, and then we have
the third one.
The Eileen one
actually isn't out yet, so
it's not.
This is what happened. We dual promoted and dropped the Benny single, which is the first single off Eileen, which is September. But that same day we dropped Croquet, which is that 8-song project that we're donating the funds for. So some people did like think that it was going to be connected. They were connected, like thought the Benny. I mean, like that. So that's probably why you thought Eileen dropped, but Eileen has not dropped yet.
When Eileen drops, you'll know it dropped.
So Eileen's dropping in early September is the plan right now, which will be the third release this year.
Hell yeah!
And we're gonna have a fourth too, and also our fourth one's gonna be we have a door series, door 1, door 2, and now this will be door 3, and then that might drop by the end of the year, and then we have our project completely produced by 88 Keys coming out. So which we're really excited about. He's a great dude, and so we have a bunch in solo projects. So we're not gonna stop. Like we're gonna bother the fuck out of you. We are gonna.
Bro, I listen to so much of your music today. It's cool. I promise it's okay. The Eileen thing, I knew because I had like obviously the private link, so that's why I got confused with everything else. Because I listened to Brain Aquarium and then I listened to Eileen, and then.
You heard Eileen because Dre sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did hear it?
He did. He heard it, but it's not out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything for anybody watching this. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it to myself.
What the vibes are, you know everything about Eileen.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I listened to it. I even wrote down some of my favorite records off Eileen too.
Honestly, I just want to hear it because man, we need feedback. We've been working. Yo, most of quarantine we spent on that.
Yeah.
I'm talking like we even like for the first 2 times we got up, social distance in one room.
Yeah, the first time we thought we felt like kind of dickheads, but we're like at the same time like, yo, we were hanging out like 2 weeks before Corona, mad stop, sharing fucking rolled up dollar bills and pipes and shit. So like, if one of us got it, we all got it right now. The better.
Yeah, no, dead ass.
I'll tell you what I think. I'll tell you which songs I like once the interview's over. That way, it doesn't, it's not like we're talking about it now and then the song's not on the project later on.
About it is, like you said, you like the stuff. Check out that Croquet project I was talking about on Bandcamp because I think that's the best representation of like a fully produced by us 14 Trapdoors record.
Yeah.
See, now I'm upset because I definitely I listen to all the stuff before I do these interviews and I can't believe I missed one. I'm actually really upset. I'm actually 100% gonna go listen to it.
It's not easy to find, and also definitely. Like if you've listened to everything, you've heard how the things have changed.
Yeah, definitely.
But
100%.
Project up on all the streaming joints next week.
Yeah, so it'll be easier.
Dope. So okay, so we got this Eileen joint coming out. Then you got another. You got a fourth one. Man, like what else y'all doing? Because I know y'all work with a bunch of other artists too. You guys have produced. You guys have collabed with other big artists. Anything else you guys got coming up or coming or in the works or anything like that?
Right now we like got our hands fucking full. Like we're getting that Door 3 we were talking about hopefully done by the end of August. And just have it stashed ready to go whenever that is. Mm-hmm. So we can really focus on this 88 Keys joint because it's going to be raw. Like we went to his place for the weekend like months ago and he was just sitting down making like the beats in front of us and like he put on one record and take like a loop or a piece off it and already like think in his head of a piece from another record over on his shelf and take off that record and put it and like the two things coming from like producers who like sit in their room and like try like sample records, like his knowledge of like the music and like his ear, his memory of
BPMs and crescendos and just things that he would pull off the shelf. Be like, oh, I know I'll go with this one. This joint right here, he go to like his third shelf back left and grab one. We're like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah,
and it would literally match perfect because he just has that photographic memory. Mm-hmm. And we're excited for that. We're gonna have great features on that too, and we're excited for everything, man. We've been working really hard, and we're hopefully, we just want to see the fruits of the labor and definitely be happy for each other and get through this whole crisis all together too. Like we want to help people by giving them music to listen to sometimes too. Like
definitely, that's helped.
Like fuck. Wasn't for Freddie Gibbs's.
Freddie Gibbs's joint helped.
If it wasn't for Alfredo, he dropped Alfredo in the middle of the worst part of quarantine. I swear to God, and it really helped me. Like for real. Like so, shit like that. Like that's what I want to achieve is help people, make them like it, and when they like it, have an emotional reaction from it. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I'm really excited for Eileen to come out, for it to touch the people. And I'm excited for everything you guys got going on. And it's so dope how you guys have, been working and doing all this stuff during quarantine and still, social distancing in the same room, even though you guys kind of feel stupid while doing it. Cause I've been there before too. I've been like, bro, why are we on the same, like, I just saw you like a few weeks ago. Like, why are we doing this?
We figured out that none of us have it or are going to give it to each other because we've been like this close for about 2 months now. So it's like if one of us did it, we would have it, bro.
Short already had it.
I had it.
He had it before that we knew what the hell it was.
I had it in February. Yeah. But now look at us. We're crammed like sardines next to each other.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing all right. We hope everyone out there that's struggling and dealing with it, the best to them. Like it must be absolutely heartbreaking to go through and really really tough and to stay strong. You know, that's all I have to say about that. I would say.
Well, just wear your mask.
Be smart. Be fucking smart.
Wear a mask.
Smart. Be fucking smart.
Yeah.
Like, don't listen to people. I'm not going to say people's names, but don't listen to people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. That's my honest.
Well, no, the thing is, nobody knows what they're talking about. But one thing you do know is if you wear a mask and you have it, you're less likely to give it to somebody else. So if you're going to be around people, just be a good person.
And one thing you know for sure doesn't know what they're talking about is Donald J. Trump. Also,
Let's go.
If you just social distance, put your mask on, and listen to Fox News, you're in good shape.
Bro, if you put your mask on and you just walk around, this will be over. We could be like New Zealand, who's like there's no new cases.
Kind of raw
No,
though.
if you get a comfortable one, you'll like it. So right now, if you don't like your mask, it's because you got an uncomfortable.
Get a gator. Get a gator.
Yeah, good one.
Well, yeah, get a raw one.
Gators are the gator masks are fire. I have to get one of those. I've been wearing the surgical mask this entire time. I'm slacking.
We might make some 14 Trapdoors gators. Be on the lookout for that. Because honestly, the winter, let alone fucking coronavirus.
True.
Oh, a gator would be good for the winter. You also mentioned some other stuff before about people who are struggling, and it's funny that you mentioned that because something I do with every single artist before I let y'all go is I ask y'all to send a message to the people at home who are watching this, whether it be fans, another fellow artist, a rapper, anybody who's struggling during these times, financially, whatever. What little piece of advice or words would you have for anyone watching this?
Wait, I'm gonna go.
I'll go and then we'll go online.
Or go online. Yeah.
All right. So, kind of what I said before a little bit, but also, I think the biggest thing is to actually believe that there is a better tomorrow. I think that one of the biggest things when I had Corona in February, and one of the biggest things I had with being isolated or being by myself was the belief that there was a better tomorrow, that there was a light at the tunnel, or there was something that was going to get better. It only seemed like it was going to get worse for the longest time. It almost still feels like that today. And what I want you to know is that I had like my worst months of my life during it. And I've come out the other side feeling really great. And it took me just believing to get there. Like actually putting out my energy into the world saying, hey, like, I believe there's a better part of this, or there's a better way of life and things are going to change instead of being doom and gloom, because it will fuck your shit up. Your whole mind will be fucked up. You'll see everything differently and it'll affect you. So please, please, please be positive, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel, even though we don't even know when or where that is. Things will get better. I promise. That's my thing.
Yeah, I would just say, for everything in general, I'll hit on like the music aspect of stuff for like artists who, still coming up, like we're still coming up, is you just be yourself all the way and go with your gut all the way on everything you do as far as your creative stuff and like who you're dealing with in the business. Because there are people who are trying to come up off you out there. Like we're barely anything and we've already had experienced people trying to come up off us. So like trust your gut on where to guide you with who to work with. And like stay the fucking course, because like it's gonna be times where like I get Facebook memories like 2 years ago, and I'm like, damn, that was only 2 years ago, because like we weren't shit like 2 years ago at all. Not that we're even shit now. Just like how fast time moves and shit like that, and like people want that authentic, raw like version of you, whatever that is. Like you have something inside you that nobody else has inside them. So let that shine to the world and just keep pushing.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Yep, that's it. 100%.
Say don't take any like friendships or relationships for granted, and know that those people are there to like love you and help you in any way. And like that's one thing like I definitely learned like during this whole quarantine aspect, like that my friends are the best people in the world and your friends are the best people in the world. Like they actually give a fuck about you. Your girl really loves you and is there for you. Your man is really there and is loving for you. So like it's just don't take advantage of that, and like don't take for granted like the power of like love, and like maintaining those friendships, maintaining those relationships, and like keep doing good things for each other. So like that's like the only
yeah,
thing.
all you can control is your own little zone, and if you
Yeah.
just keep doing good in your zone, that person will do it in zones, and the zones will just keep
Yeah.
reaching.
Yeah, and your little bubble is the most important thing in the world to you.
Mhm.
Always. Yeah, fact.
Boom, couldn't have said it better myself. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for zooming in with me today and chopping it up. I had a blast. This was really fun. Let the people know where they could follow you at, where they can get your music, all that good stuff.
14 Trapdoors on like across all platforms, streaming and social media.
Mhm.
Definitely follow us on Instagram though, 14 Trapdoors on Instagram. And as far as like YouTube and all the streaming joints, if you want to find our music and videos, just type 14 Trapdoors.
Yeah, you can't go wrong typing in 14 Trapdoors because there's no one else or anything else that puts 14 and Trapdoors next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
for real.
And then we got
So,
our personal socials as well. But anything you want to say up there on 14, just keep in touch with Twitter at 14 Trapdoors and Instagram.
and anything that has 14 as far as handles goes has our names under it too if you want to connect with us personally.
Boom, there it is. I want to thank you guys so much. Definitely go follow 14 Trapdoors. It's on the radar.
Bless, man.
Appreciate you, bro.